again, everyone. Jason over here at GoPro Baseball Academy. Today, again, we're talking hitting, and we're going to be talking about your spine or spine angle. All right. So this is a common thing that we see with especially younger players. It's very important to make sure that we have the right spine angle in order to put a good swing on the ball. We usually say this a lot. It's called staying over the plate. So what this means is when we get in our batting stance, we see a lot of guys with their standing straight up and down, our spines up. All right, so for our older guys and high school players, we do have a lot of guys, a lot of big leaguers that stand straight up and down. That's fine, but we know that the ball is going to be thrown usually from our belly button down. That's the strike zone, right? So it goes from the knees to roughly our waist is technically the strike zone. So when I stand straight up and down, here's a tee, right? Obviously, this swing that I'm going to put on, if I'm standing straight up and down, if I just swing, I'm putting it on a high path, right? So that's good if I'm going to hit a ball at my chest. The problem is that every level that you move up, the pitchers get better at keeping the ball lower, all right? And so we always tell our hitters, every pitch that a pitcher throws is going to be down. So a fastball, right? If you look at the catchers where they set up, all pitchers are trying to keep the ball low. So fastballs at the knees, right? Curveballs, where do those go? Down. Sinkers, obviously the name, sinking. Sliders, down and away. Splits, changeups, knuckleballs. They're all designed to do the same thing. They're all going down, right? So the pitcher's on the hill, and his job is to throw the ball down, all right? So in order to be a good hitter, especially as we're moving up through the ranks, we're facing better pitchers, we want to put our spine and our bat angle into the strike zone. So the more I bend over, right, the lower the pitch I can hit. So I'm staying over the plate. That's what we call it here. When we say to you guys, stay over the plate, that's what we mean. We want to stay over, get our head closer to the ball. Now, when I bend over, look at the bat angle. Now it starts to come up, and that's what you're seeing on TV, right? You're seeing the bat up here. So now when I go to swing, as I'm rotating and turning, I'm keeping my spine over, allowing the bat path or the bat to get behind the ball, and that drops the bat into the strike zone. And that's 90% of the game, all right? Usually that's what we talk about too with your head down, meaning you don't necessarily want to look down. You want to make sure that as I bend over, now I'm putting my head closer to the ball. Obviously when we're young at 9 and 10, that's kind of scary to do, so it's very hard to get kids to do that when they're younger. But as you get older, you lose the fear of the ball. The more you stay over, the easier it is to get the barrel to the ball. So you can see that my head is getting closer to the barrel. And that's going to be one of the most important things in hitting. The more you can stay over, the better you can get the barrel to the ball, the better hitter you're going to be. So again, the best way to work on this at home is one, get in your batting stance. If you can get in front of the mirror at home, you get to see what you look like, right? So I get in my stance, okay, I got a high stance. Now as you tilt over a little bit, have your butt stay out, chest comes over, now you're able to stay over, and now you're putting your barrel and your head closer to where the ball is gonna be. And that's what we wanna try to do, all right? So I hope that helped. Again, get in front of the mirror, you gotta know what you look like. You wanna put a feeling with a picture in your head of your stance, where you're putting your hands, where the bat angle's at, and then what your spine is doing. So if you can do this, right, this is gonna make you hit the ball more consistently harder by staying here. Now again, the most important thing is as we're swinging, we wanna make sure that we're staying over as we're hitting the ball. We see a lot of kids, right, at all levels, when they go to swing, you start to see this happen. Their spine starts to straighten up, which then pulls the barrel off the strike zone or off plane. So that's one of the biggest things that we work on here is trying to get hitters, one, to get comfortable, staying over, being athletic, spine over, and then as they're swinging, keeping the shoulder over the plate, allowing the barrel and the head to get closer to the ball, all right? So that is one of the main things that you want to focus on. Again, get in front of the mirror, look at it, and have your dad pay attention. Every time you take a swing, practice swing, hit off a tee, try to make sure, try to feel that spine staying over the plate as you swing. I hope this helps, and we'll see you guys next time.